So I'm making this video to talk about working in corporate and the experience that I've had, because working from corporate is definitely different compared to like small businesses or as a freelancer. And I just wanted to share like what I've experienced, and maybe this could help people in the future see if this is something that is suitable to them. So a quick summary on my work experience is that I've worked in a small corporation for around two years and above. I would say 2 years and 3 months, and I just wanted to share what actually happened to me, all the good, the bad, and what I learned the hard way, you could say. So let's start off. So you're thinking about entering the corporation to climb the corporate ladder. I'm sure everyone dreamed to work in a big firm where they climb the ranks of the corporate ladder to becoming successful, maybe becoming a big business manager, or even one day the right-hand man of the company itself. Who knows? You dream big. I remember the first day that I was hired and went in. It was all beautiful buildings, the sleek lobby designs, and all the modern decorations. Felt like I was entering an art gallery at first. So I took the elevator to the floor where I'm supposed to meet my managers, and I was passing by all these work. It's not like cubicles, but it's like people in their own space, their own work desks. And at first I thought that was like so cool because you get your own space, you get to work in an environment that is like, well, I would think it's comfortable at least. And I thought to myself, wow, I'm going to be like one of those characters in those movies you see where they're in a corporate business, slowly but surely making a career out of themselves. So I got in this company as a business admin. It's nothing fancy. My job was relatively simple. In fact, when I applied for the job, my job description was to help develop systems to keep the business on track, such as their business operation, their daily usage of the products they'll be using, the stocks that are coming out of the business, being sold. One thing you gotta understand is that this is also my first job since graduating. So I was pretty stoked, I was enthusiastic, and even though I was bombarded with multiple new tasks starting from the second week, I was, of course, not gonna say no. I just kept on working, and everything is just exciting because it's your first job in your life and everything's new. At that point, I even felt stable and rewarded for everything I'd done. But looking back, I was barely making above minimum wage, even though I have a university certificate, right? It definitely, looking back, was not enough even as a fresh grad. But hey, you gotta start somewhere. So I wasn't complaining. I was learning new things. I felt like I was making a difference in the company. And that was my first year of working there. And starting from the second year, I went from just handling these systems and recording of datas into moderating a full-on team for our aerial surveillance system for some reason. I don't know. And it does come with a bump in my salary, but it's definitely not to the amount that I thought it would be. Considering I'm kind of like a team manager for this small team. But hey, something new to learn. So, even though it's not what I had in mind for the amount of work I had to go through, because keep in mind, I'm not even just managing this team, which is a new project. I'm still doing my previous task in the company. So all of those are still under me. So luckily there were no office politics or drama that I can comment on, so I can't really provide much insight into that. But if it does happen, it's definitely going to be another layer of stress on you. But this is definitely not what I had in mind after working there for a year. So I just told myself, hey, this is something new. Maybe I just need to prove myself in this project, and then my pay grade will increased. Like maybe this is a trial period for me. I need to like prove myself, before I can get the actual pay that reflects the work that I'm, taking on now. Oh boy, how wrong was I? Because I did that for another year. In fact, there were some hiccups. I would not lie. I'm not gonna lie and say that, I did everything perfect. The start of the project is definitely a bit messy. Systems not really working. Files uploaded were sometimes wrong, and I didn't catch it from my team members. Sometimes I even try to take the load of the work myself instead of like distributing to across all the team members, just because I thought, hey, if I can help them reduce their workload and I can prove myself that I'm a good leader or something, that it will be better. I don't know. So second year, and the same thing happened. I was offered new tasks, yet my pay remains the exact same. And this is where I thought, like, why is my pay not increasing to the amount of work I'm undertaking? And as my tasks are also done monthly, like all these new tasks being piled onto me, so each month it's getting harder and harder for me to provide the reports in a timely manner. Sometimes it'll be close to deadline, and these are important data because they relate to paying the site workers for salary and the changes of our stock, overusage of our chemicals, and on top of any ad hoc jobs that is assigned by almost every department for some reason. Like even the account department I have to work with the HR. So it definitely felt like I was kind of all over the place. So I felt frustrated and unappreciated. But hey, everything's fine, right? We get monthly birthday lunches, company bonding time, and occasional treat of Starbucks. But this is something that I think I finally like, hey, this is not what I wanted in the end. I've worked hard. I think I deserve a little increase of my salary, even if it's just a bit. Because keep in mind, my pay was still like only above minimum wage, right? So I don't think this is healthy for me. So I decided to meet my manager for a personal discussion. Better late than never. So I told my manager, hey, is there anything is there a time that I can meet you to discuss on something that I have in mind? And my manager was, pretty approachable. So she was like, yeah, sure, just hit me a time. I'm free at this time. Just hit me up then. Yeah. So the time comes and I go in to the meeting, and I thought it was gonna be, easy discussion, right? I've got the backings of what I'm doing right now, and I think it's pretty easy for me to ask for a pay raise. I'm sure people ask for less. So I scheduled a meeting with her, and boy, did I get hit by the coldest water to my face. So we started the discussion with, how's your day, and, a little update on how's it going in the workplace. And I was like, yeah, everything's good, all of that. And then I brought up, would it be possible for me to ask for a pay raise? Because I feel like, I've handled these new projects that keep coming to me, and it's already been like my second year, yet I haven't seen any increase in pay. So I was wondering if I could ask for a raise. And my manager just said, well, you're not quite there yet. So I was confused. I was like, what do you mean I'm not quite there yet? I'm handling all the new tasks that is assigned to me, and I did it, I handed in on time as well. I think I did a great job, right? But I guess what hit me in the balls, so to speak, is when she's like, well, you're still starting out. This is only your second year, and your performance is not adequate to the company standards to validate like a pay increase or whatever. She's like, you'll need to work a little harder before I can justify a pay raise to the boss. And I just sat there and thought, like, what was I doing in the past 2 years then? Because here's the thing, apparently the manager doesn't see the task handed to me by other people. It's only assigned by her. So if, let's say, she assigned a task to my colleague, then my colleague assigned this to me. So that is how she's like, she didn't see me working as hard, because technically, even though the task is finished on time, it is still under my colleague's name, if it makes sense. And yeah, so meaning those tasks that are being handed to me are technically not on the scoreboard. They are their scoreboard. So my score is still just my tasks, except the ones that are assigned to me by my manager personally. And that is definitely a harsh lesson to learn. I felt my enthusiasm just left me completely on that day. Like, I remember having this particular thought of, am I just nothing then? Am I just like a cog in a machine where, the people wouldn't see your contributions, your hard work, unless they actually, focus on that particular cog? And our company's just meant to use the cogs until they rust away and replace us, because it definitely felt like it. So I was naive enough to believe that my hard work would pay off, because technically maybe it would be different if it was handed to me by a manager, but since it's assigned by other people, it meant basically nothing. And so I left devastated. I was already close to the brink of quitting, but after that I was sealed in my mind in a way that this is not working out. And this is not to say that all corporations are like that, right? But I feel like that is definitely the norm. So yeah, after that day, I'm working in my job, and I started to only work within my means, within my pay. I think that is another lesson that I learned. It's great that you start off and you learn everything that you can, but after that, just work within your means. Work within your pay. Don't go overboard. It's really not worth it, honestly, unless you want to learn the skills, But if you do not want to learn the skills, I would say just don't ask for more work, because you are not getting paid for it. So yeah, and after that, it just leads me to, I guess, what they call quiet quitting. Just working in my jobs, only doing the work that is handed to me by my manager. Not really a kind of like a team player, I guess, so to speak. But I'm still doing the same things that were the same project that were still handed to me. But if, like, say my colleague asked me for help, and I would be like, oh, I'm kind of busy, I can't make it. So yeah. And surprisingly, this also hit me with another dose of harsh reality, because apparently how the corp sees it is different. They see you as not willing to contribute, not willing to improve or provide more to the company. And soon after that, a few months, I was told to enter the business meeting room again, an emergency meeting with me. And they told me that if this keeps up, they are afraid they're gonna have to let me go for my underperformance. And I did feel really sad, but also at the same time, it felt like I woke up for the first time, right? Like, I finally understood that it doesn't matter if you put your effort into it. if you think you made a difference in the company, they will keep asking for more, and they will forget the things that you've done in the past, because they are always looking at the future. So if you cannot keep providing for the company, then there will be a time where they will find a way to replace you with someone who is willing to provide more. They are okay with just letting you go. So yeah, the lesson here is if you are starting from a corporation from zero, I would say, learn everything you can in the company, but don't stretch yourself too thin. Don't be like me, who only did what I could, only accepted the job because I think that it will lead to a pay increase. That's not how it works. It's better just learn the skills that you can from the company, learn everything you can. Yeah, this means accepting any opportunities thrown at you, but keep in mind, your mindset has to be, there will probably not be a benefit coming out from this. So just learn it, add it to your portfolio, and if you feel like the company is underappreciating you, try to look for another job. Try to look for something else, because I guarantee you having that under your portfolio, other companies will be more generous, I guess, so to speak, and will pay more for you for those skills. So don't be afraid. Don't let this deter you from entering corporation to learn. All right, I feel like the corporation is where you can learn the most. For you are working in so many departments, so many people. It teaches you a lot of things, and that's my work experience. So if you think that will help you, or has helped you, or if you want to maybe ask for more questions on working in a corporation, feel free to comment. I'm curious what you guys think, or if you guys are working in a corporation, have you felt like you have the same experience as me, or going through something similar to me, or what are you going through? I'd like to hear that. So yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and like for more, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.